What if the diet everyone in South Africa talks about isn't actually the best one for you? Banting, keto, two diets that promise fat loss, better health, and more energy. But here's the real question: are they actually different? And which one does a dietitian recommend in 2026? Today, we're going to break down the real difference between Banting and keto, what South African dietitians actually say, which diet is better for weight loss and health, and the biggest mistakes people make when starting these diets and stay until the end, because most people in South Africa are doing both diets wrong. If you've lived in South Africa for the past decade, you've probably heard the word banting. It exploded in popularity after Professor Tim Noakes promoted it as a low-carb, high-fat lifestyle. Suddenly, people were replacing bread with eggs and bacon, eating avocados daily, adding butter to coffee, and cutting out sugar completely. For many people, the results were dramatic. People lost weight, blood sugar improved, energy levels went up. But something interesting happened. Around the same time, another diet started trending globally: keto. And many people started asking, is Banting just keto with a South African name? Let's simplify Banting. Banting focuses on low carbohydrates, high healthy fats, moderate protein, whole foods. Typical Banting foods include eggs, meat, fish, avocados, olive oil, butternuts, non-starchy vegetables, foods usually avoided, bread, rice, potatoes, sugar, processed carbs. But here's the key point: Banting does not require strict carb counting. Instead, it focuses on food quality and reducing refined carbohydrates. Many people on Banting eat around 50 or 100 grams of carbs per day. That's low carb, but not necessarily keto. Keto, short for ketogenic diet, is much stricter. The goal of keto is to put your body into a metabolic state called ketosis. In ketosis, your body switches from burning glucose to burning fat for fuel. To reach ketosis, carbs must be extremely low. Typical keto macros: 70 to 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, 5 to 10% carbs. In practical terms, that usually means 20 to 30 grams of carbs per day. That's very restrictive. On keto, you typically avoid fruit, most grains, beans, many starchy vegetables. Even foods like carrots or onions must be limited. So compared to Banting, keto is far more strict. Let's make this simple. Banting, low-carb lifestyle, focus on real foods, more flexible. Carbs can be 50 or 100 gram daily keto. Extremely low carb, designed to reach ketosis, requires strict tracking. Carbs usually under 30 grams. Think of it like this: Banting, low carb lifestyle; keto, metabolic strategy. Many people in South Africa say they are doing keto, but they're actually doing Banting without realizing it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Most registered dietitians in South Africa agree on a few key points. Low-carb diets can help with weight loss, especially for people with insulin resistance, people with type 2 diabetes, people who struggle with sugar cravings. However, strict keto is not always recommended long-term. Why? Because it can be difficult to sustain, and if poorly planned, it can lead to nutrient deficiencies, low fiber intake, digestive issues. Many dietitians actually recommend a balanced low-carb approach similar to Banting, but with more vegetables, adequate fiber, healthy fats, and careful portion control. In other words, a modified Banting approach is often more sustainable than strict keto. Here's the biggest mistake people make when starting Banting or keto. They focus only on fat, so they start eating butter coffee, processed bacon, fat bombs, heavy cream, but forget about vegetables, fiber, micronutrients. Healthy, low-carb eating should still include leafy greens, broccoli, spinach, avocado seeds, olive oil. It's not just about cutting carbs, it's about building a healthy diet. So what's the final verdict? If your goal is weight loss, better blood sugar, reduced sugar cravings. Both diets can work, but for most people, dietitians recommend a balanced Banting-style low-carb diet. Why? Because it's easier to maintain, more flexible, and still delivers powerful health benefits. Keto can be useful for specific medical conditions, but Banting is often more realistic for everyday life. If you found this helpful, comment below. Are you Banting or Keto? And tell me what results you've experienced. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because on this channel we break down nutrition, health, and diets in a way that actually makes sense.